This video was for bar bending purposes only. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Nothing is meant to be taken seriously at all. I'm just sharing my own opinions, not facts, off publicly accessible information first made public by the public figure. Please do not go to these people's channels and leave mean-spirited, negative, discouraging, or disparaging comments for entertainment purposes only. And this girl heavily filters all of her comment sections, you guys, so don't even bother. I can't understand and I can't put into words why the way that she acts feels so off, corny, and uncomfortable. But what's up, y'all? This is not your average reaction or Mrs. Snowflake. I'm just a guy who likes to react to health and fitness stuff, usually around girl world. And today I wanted to catch up on our favorite future strong woman. Yes, that's right, Miss Glitter and Bagels, aka Anna O'Brien, also known as Glitter and Lasers. Yes, she has posted a few new Instagrams and TikToks that I thought we should just, take a look at and hee and ha a little bit on this beautiful Saturday morning. So I thought we'd take a look at some of that, and then I would do a bearded dragon cage tour, you guys. So I was able to get William a new cage with my very first YouTube check. Thank you so much. He is so appreciative. And I've been saving up a little bit more, and we got him some more decorations. And I thought, let's just do a little reptile room tour, shall we? Maybe I'll dress him up if I'm feeling crazy. But, yeah, you guys grab your low to no calorie beverages. I'm just a water girly today. Grab a snack, get your vacuum cleaners ready, and let's just get right into it. First, we're going to take a look at this post, which it needs to be noted that this is an exclusive Instagram post. Typically, she does post things on Instagram and TikTok, like both of her accounts. But for some reason, this one didn't make it to the TikTok for some reason. And I think it's because there's a lot of discussion about her photoshopping this, and I would probably have to agree. Let's see, what is the weight on that? I can't even read it, you guys, but maybe like a 35 or a 45. It looks pretty thick. And that would be pretty tough for her. We've seen her overhead presses, and it is not impressive. Oh my God, pun, at all. So for her to be relaxing in this, and it seems like her arms are well behind her head too. It's not like it's like in front. But yeah, is this her? I'm not sure what Riveter 3 is, but if that's the upcoming Strong Woman competition and this is her photo for it, that is certainly a choice. Anna is like, who does she dress for? You guys ever hear like certain people dressing for like the male gaze or the female gaze? And I don't think Anna dresses for either, to be quite honest with you. I think she just dresses to get attention, like genuinely, because I don't think a man or a woman, genuinely, on average, you guys, I think plenty of people will agree this looks fine, but I think to most of us, this looks a little silly. I would never wear this to the gym. I've never seen anybody wear something like this to the gym ever. As far as like the color differences and the bright colors and the really tight clothes. But yeah, you guys, let's move on to just her. This is her regular Instagram, and she has posted a series of photos next to her sauna, which I had no idea she even participated in saunaing. And you can clearly tell that she did not sauna before this, because if you've ever been in a sauna, girl, you're looking like a mess after. But yeah, let's read the caption of this. It says, "Some days, even the best of us struggle to feel at home in our bodies. On those days, I take time to do something that reconnects me to my body and helps me remember the ways it shows up and supports me daily. The sauna has become the place I, quote, sweat out the trauma and spend time reflecting on how much my body is capable of. I don't know if it's the heat or just actively making a designated space in my day for gratitude and self-reflection, but it's working well for me. So I am a pretty avid sauna user. I would say I haven't done it in maybe a month or so, but I used to do it at least like 3 times a week for upwards of 10 minutes each. And I was in one of the hotter ones too, and it's pretty miserable. Like I'm like fighting for my life like the whole time I'm in there. And when I say that, I'm like I want to leave like practically the entire time I'm in there. I gotta say, I cannot like focus on like gratitude or like planning out my day because I'm so focused on just trying to stay in the sauna that that's the only thing I'm thinking about. Just like keep going, you know. But you know, that's just my personal take on it. I do think the sauna is a great place to, even if you don't exercise, it's a good way to build resilience. You're putting yourself in a stressful situation, and you know you need to have a goal. So if 5 minutes is hard, try for 4 minutes, and then just build yourself up every other day or week or however you want to do it. And it will absolutely help build mental toughness to help you be resilient against stress. And I'm sure it has a lot of other, you know, positive health benefits too. All right, so let's just take a gander. All right. Okay, girl. Interesting. I will say there's a pretty big difference between how she looks to me when she's standing up and when she's sitting down. So I want you to like notice her head here. It seems like it's shorter and kind of like wider, but then when she stands up, you see now it's like it's a lot taller and thinner. So yeah, let me go back. What do y'all think? Am I looking too much into it? Maybe she's just got the angle on lock when she's standing, but I gotta say, you guys, I had originally saw this and I was like, I want to compare this to some of her older photos before she got her surgery. And I want to be fair and say she looks maybe like 1 to 2% thinner, not to a point where it's so significant that I could tell right away, but after looking at several photos and several videos, I want to say in the past she at least looked inflamed, right? She doesn't look much smaller. Her body could be recomping right now, but I'm just giving y'all my 2 cents on that. So let's head on over to her TikTok. We got a few to go over, you guys. So this one is just, you know, glitter and lasers kills me because she is just the embodiment of like pure corniness, right? Not necessarily cringe. She is so damn corny about everything, right? Everything has to be this like big emotional ordeal. And yeah, I would say a PR or like, you know, learning a new move, it can be super exciting. I'm sure I've hugged plenty of clients in the past over, you know, a much lesser accomplishment, honestly, because I'm just an idiot who gets excited over stuff. But I would say most of the time it's a high five. And when you look at the way Glitter and Lasers celebrates, it's just like there's something off, right? It's one of those things that you don't know why, and maybe one of you can explain it in a more palatable way, but I can't understand and I can't put into words why the way that she acts feels so off, corny, and uncomfortable. But enough of me yapping. Let's take a look. So this is what men supporting women in the gym looks like. So they're just looking at her. They're just still looking at her. And they continue to look at her. And I mean, not much is going on. I'm sure they're like, yeah, good job, woo. Their mouths ain't running much. And so yeah, he's just clapping. it doesn't have to be that big of a deal. It kills me that she sets up this camera to get these like corny moments, right? It would be one thing if she's just showing us her horrible lifts, but like she wants to do all these like corny gym bro. I spend a ton of time in the gym. Like, by the way, guys, if you don't know, I go to the gym very frequently. It's a part of my everyday routine. I like get to know some people at the gym. I get to know the front desk people, but like I'm not kikiing with anybody ever like this at the gym. This is not how I prefer to like have my gym experience. It is very much I am to myself, by myself, about myself. I don't like to do, I mean, I do enjoy group workouts every once in a while, but I enjoy it as more of a solo experience. And I don't really get a whole lot of motivation when it comes to lifting from people like screaming at me. If anything, I'll feel corny and like feel weak. I don't know why. Oh my gosh. Does this have copyright music? Let's see. Okay, no. So, y'all, this is Glitter and Laser's biggest accomplishment of the year. And I have to admit, you guys, hanging on a bar is a lot harder than you would think, and I just know that from training people. A lot of people can't really hold on to it for upwards of like 15 to 20 seconds. And so Glitter and Laser is able to hang on to this bar without wrist wraps. It does impress me, you guys, because she has about 500 pounds of fat dragging her down. I could not put that much weight on my body and hold on to that. There's absolutely no way. So in that regards, I am kind of impressed, but she says she has elderdalos. I have a hard time saying that word, you guys. EDS. So it's like basically like a chronic inflammation. You're supposed to be very careful when you exercise. You don't want to do too much. You don't want to hyperextend anything. You kind of want to stop within the 10-degree bend on most things because you don't want to create more inflammation in the body that's necessary. And her like hanging like this, I mean, how her shoulders aren't just completely coming out of socket is impressive, which kind of begs the question to me now. I'm impressed with how she is keeping up with this and not outwardly expressing injury, at least yet. I think I did see a post where she talked about like her knee felt better, so back to squatting or whatever, which is fairly common. Some people tweak stuff. But I have a suspicion that she may be using performance enhancers, not in the typical sense, guys. There's a lot of new peptides on the market that help with like recovery, and to be honest, no hate if she's using it. I do wish she was a little bit more transparent because it helps people, because I don't think a normal super morbidly obese person can do this. Amberlyn Reed, absolutely no shot, right? So let's watch this together. She does, so the bar at the very top up here, you guys, so not the one that she's hanging on to, does bend a pretty significant amount. I hadn't seen anything like that in my entire life. And when I first watched this, my man showed me, my jaw was on the floor. And I had to rewatch this several times just to appreciate the bar bending.
Oh my God, 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 oh my God. Oh. Yes.
So like, again, her like excitement, it's so strange to me. It's almost like it's too aggressive. I think that's what it is. And she's like stomping her feet, and it's too childlike, maybe. Maybe that's what it is, and maybe that's why it bothers me. Oh yeah, and then she has to go and hug her trainer, who's just you can see the typical awkward guy hug where your hips are basically hinging because you don't want that part of your body to touch them. Oh my God. Okay, so let's move on to.
Go.
So there's copyright music. I think this is the one that you can see the bar bend. And again, she holds this for upwards of like 30 seconds. That's pretty impressive. I'm not gonna lie. She is using chalk for sure, which helps. I would say a lot, but still having, I mean, she at least has 450 pounds of fat on her, right? Having that drag down on you and her still being able to hold on, I'm gonna say it's impressive. All her other lifts, you guys, like her non-body weight lifts, I am not impressed with. Like her barbell squats, her presses, all of that stuff, I could care less about. It's this because it's an insane amount of weight. Lord, have mercy. And if you caught that, I'll try to like back it up, or maybe I can do it here. But you can definitely see when she comes off the bar, it just like raises up ever so slightly. One more time. Oof. Girl. 31 seconds. And then another hug. Just glitter and lasers is a very much where's my hug girl. 120%. All right, is that it? Imagine hating on me being excited about doing this. Not knowing this was me only 9 months ago. Oh my God. And, you know, that's interesting too, because when it comes to her triceps, I did look a lot at her triceps. I don't notice a difference like at all in them. And like I said, I do notice a difference in like her thighs. I think they look a little bit smaller, not much. Like you can see she has these dimples right here. And this is what I gauged it off of. These three right here. I compared that to some of the pictures of her in the past, and it does. Those dimples look a little bit more full in the past than they do right now. So, but I still think people are saying this is, you know, edited to high hell. Like you see her waist right here. There's some weirdness going on right there. It could be anything though, you guys. I think that's about it with Miss Glitter and Bagels, you guys. I really hope she comes out with a YouTube video soon, either a trial and haul, because I am dying to copy some of her looks again, because I do have fun with that for some reason. It's just so stupid. But all right, you guys, we are going to head over to the bearded dragon portion of this video. So make sure you do something today that you'll be thankful for tomorrow. Set yourself up for success. Otherwise, you might end up like one of the girls. All right, you guys, I'll catch you on the next one. Love you. See you. Bye. This brand new staircase that he actually is loving. He loved it so much he pooped on it the first day he got it.
So I did not poop on the table.
And then let's move on over. See if we can get a good shot from in here. So his feeding bowl, and as you can see, we fed him yesterday. He gets spinach, mealworms, sometimes hornworms or tomato hornworms. He's like calcium powder, water, obviously. And then this is one of his older rocks, the OG rocks. He loves that. Got him a new hammock. Caught him hanging on to it last night, actually, for the first time. Big log. Rocky. And this brand new little log. He can go inside, but he hasn't yet. And then underneath the log, we got a heater, so it's nice and warm. And he is just, I mean, he's just living his best little Willy life. Look at him. That's a good man. He's a good man.
He's a good man, Savannah.
Yeah, that pretty much concludes the William tour. Oh my gosh, William, you're so handsome with your top hat. Oh my gosh. Cutie pie. Oh, and now he's got his little handkerchief. Oh my God. Oh, William. King William, Prince and Squatter. Handsome man. We do have a Christmas outfit, but gotta save it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to support the channel, you can give me a like, a comment, or subscribe.